The Super Saturday of stakes races for juveniles continues. We have the American Pharoah Stakes. The Champagne Stakes preview is already up. And now the Keeneland Futurity from opening weekend at Keeneland. It is a grade 1. It is for 2-year-olds. The juveniles will be on the scene on Friday with the Alcibiades Stakes. And the boys take it to them on Saturday in the Keeneland Breeders' Futurity. It's going to be part of a big card of racing opening weekend at Keeneland. It's going to be on the dirt. They're going to be going a mile and a 16th, and it is for 2-year-olds, a grade 1. A lot of times the winner out of this race goes into the Breeders' Cup as one of the 3 favorites in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. It's going to be a 7-horse field and some accomplished stakes winners already, and some very fast maiden winners have been entered, including Blackout Time, one of the fastest 2-turn maiden winners of the summer at Ellis Park for trainer Ken McPeak. We've got Big Dom, the security guard for the Eagles this horse was named after. Diciassette, he won the Proud Man Stakes at Gulfstream Park. He's got 2 wins. Spice Runner, the winner of the Iroquois Stakes at Churchill Downs. Litmus Test, a winner at California. Then in his second race, he lost to Brandt. He finished 4th in the Del Mar Futurity. Ted Nafy, a grade 1 winner of the Hopeful Stakes. And Ewing, a winner at Saratoga, the Saratoga Special, a grade 2. So we've got multiple stakes winners, horses with stakes experience, a 7-horse field, and we've got winners from Gulfstream Park, Saratoga, Churchill Downs, and Ellis Park, all meeting here at Keeneland. Should be a good race on Saturday. Blackout Time with a big speed figure. Of course, Ted Nafy, one of the faster speed figures of the summer in winning that Hopeful Stakes. And then Ewing looked impressive in some small fields. But let's take a look at the race replays, show you the data. Start off with Ted Nafy. Look at this maiden winner. Impressive. You know, this one was one of those wins that looked good visually and on the clock. He got a big speed figure, just kind of powered away, was geared down late, and Ted Nafy hinted at some big potential in that maiden win for trainer Todd Pletcher. Then Todd Pletcher got aggressive with Ted Nafy, put him right into the Hopeful Stakes, a grade 1 race. Some other horses were bet down that day. Ted Nafy, actually a solid price, ended up winning the Hopeful Stakes, was sitting wide into the stretch and then powered away to another easy victory, another big buyer speed figure, and some other big speed figures on the Ragozin scale. So Ted Nafy, 2 for 2. The trainer is Todd Pletcher. Now Ted Nafy, he's by the super sire Into Mischief, who has already sired 3 Kentucky Derby winners, and looks like Ted Nafy going to be one of the favorites here in the Keeneland Breeders' Futurity. 2 for 2, a win at 6.5 furlongs and a win at 7 furlongs. John Velasquez will be the jockey. Now, Big Dom started off his career with a big victory. Tom Amoss sent him out. Dueled for the lead, then into the stretch, dueled halfway down the stretch, pulled away. This came away with another big speed figure on the Ragozin scale. He had the speed figure of the week, and Big Dom seems to have the pedigree to go a mile to a mile and a 16th, and Big Dom probably going to improve a little bit in his second start, where Ted Nafy has already ran 2 times. But Big Dom wearing those green and white silks, going for trainer Tom Amoss. Then you've got Ewing. Let's go back to his maiden win. He's another runner with 2 horses. Ewing win that maiden, was bet down that day, and Ewing, after working out very fast all summer from the first crop of Nick's Go, of course, he won the Breeders' Cup Classic at 10 furlongs, so Ewing breaks his maiden. Then they go into the Saratoga Special, small field that day. He was the second favorite, but he took advantage with his speed, broke well, laid back, and then kind of went to the lead, had the lead into the stretch, and held off the favorite in that race. So Ewing, 2 for 2. He wins his maiden. He wins the Saratoga Special. Now, Blackout Time goes for Ken McPeak. He does well at Keeneland, both the spring and the fall. Blackout Time at Ellis Park, a dominating performance in his second lifetime start. Again, we see an example of another horse improving by several lengths in start number 2, and you'll see that often with these juveniles and into the 3-year-old season. Those second and third starts, horses dramatically improve their speed figures. Now, Spice Runner, he picked up a stakes win in the Iroquois Stakes. He's by Gun Runner out of A good mare, Winchell Thoroughbreds, wearing those silks, and Steve Asmussen trains Spice Runner. Got stakes experience in the Ellis Juvenile, came back and won the Iroquois Stakes, defeated Comport that day. Then you've got Litmus Test. This is another one with 2 starts. What I like about this, he ships in from Del Mar. He broke his maiden. Let's watch that race. Held off, took the lead mid-stretch, held off some horses, closing in on him. But Litmus Test went into the Del Mar Futurity. Now, Bob Baffert had multiple horses in that race. He had the winner in Brandt. I'm not so sure Litmus Test was all out in that race once Brandt got to the lead in mid-stretch. They may have eased up on him. Litmus Test looks like one of those horses that's going to like 2 turns. I think a mile and a 16th at Keeneland could be a good spot here for Litmus Test. And he drops a little bit in class after facing Brandt, who won that Del Mar Futurity. Litmus Test is a cross-regional rivalry from the West Coast to Keeneland. Now we got Diciassette, 2 wins. He broke his maiden. Patrick Biancone sends him out. He won the Proud Man Stakes at Gulfstream. Now that was a little bit of a sloppy track that day, but Diciassette, nice win at Gulfstream Park. A lot of early winning juveniles at Gulfstream Park go on to other stakes races traditionally, although Gulfstream Park has kind of been replaced a little bit with Ellis Park in recent years, but this one ships in from Gulfstream Park, so we'll see how he does after winning that Proud Man Stakes. Now the pace of the race, again, these are kind of the running styles. I'm expecting a fast pace because Ewing ran fast pace figures, Litmus Test with a fast pace figure, and Ted Nafy with a fast overall speed figure. Big Dom pressed the pace in his debut. I don't think he needs the lead. So with running styles, I'm going to go with Ewing on the lead. Ted Nafy, Big Dom, and Litmus Test all capable of sitting in that second, third position. Spice Runner is going to come from more mid-pack. Diciassette doesn't really have the speed figures to be involved early. He's by the sire, Mighty Matoli, who is a power sprinter. We'll see if Diciassette warms up that pace. So you may want somebody that can lay just off the speed. I'm going to project a fast pace. And again, Ewing with fast speed figure in that Saratoga Special. But Big Dom also had a nice pace pressure in his maiden victory. Now form, Big Dom ships in from Saratoga, Litmus Test from Del Mar, Ted Nafy, a grade 1 winner of the Hopeful. He ran huge in that race, makes career start number 3. Now remember, if you're handicapping the Alcibiades and the Keeneland Futurity, that short Keeneland stretch, so you want to be inside if possible and near the lead within a couple of lengths. It really is a short stretch, so you don't need to be up there early the first 2 to 4 furlongs, but you need to have position within a couple of lengths coming into the stretch unless it's a very contested pace, a short stretch at Keeneland. My top choice, I'm going to go with Ted Nafy. I know he's the favorite, but he's got the 2 big speed figures, look good visually. He's by Into Mischief. Todd Pletcher has won this race in other years. This horse has got the speed to stay close, but he doesn't necessarily need the lead. In exacta, I'm going to play Ted Nafy over Litmus Test as my exacta. If you're looking for a little bit of a long shot, a horse to play, I do like Litmus Test. I think he's got the pedigree for a mile and a 16th. I think people are going to overreact to that 4th place finish against Brandt. I think he didn't really try that hard down the stretch. I could see him improving here at Keeneland. Remember to like and share this video with at least one horse racing friend. Leave a comment. Who do you like in the Keeneland Futurity? Our Breeders' Cup prospectus comes out first week of November. Sign up below in the description. And remember, the Champagne Stakes preview is already up. A grade 1 from New York. All part of a super Saturday of juvenile racing. Who do you like in the Keeneland Breeders' Futurity? And remember, D. Wayne Lucas always said, people have opinions, horses have the facts.